Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Alongside me is Grayson Blaylock. As part of our doubleheader, it's the boys as they take on the Skyline boys. And, well, Grayson, a little bit of a disappointing finish to the girls' game. The boys hoping to reverse the tide, but much like the girls, boys stuck in a little bit of a rut. They have also dropped a few in a row after starting off the season. 6 wins. I believe they were 6-3 at one point. They've fallen back to 500, and they're looking to rebound tonight against Skyline. What can we expect tonight from the Skyline squad?
Well, Skyline's a good team, good mix of young and old. Haven't gotten a chance to look in depth too much, but they've got several returning guards. They've got Robertson, Robeson, and Robeson, so a little bit of a tongue twister for us to try to keep up with.
Going to be real fun on that end. If you were to take a look at the Tri-Valley standings for the basketball league, Holy Family, Meade, they're tied at the top at 5-0. Skyline, this Skyline team 4-1. They're 7-5 overall. Windsor at 4-2. Erie at 2-3. Then Berthoud, Roosevelt, Frederick, and Fort Morgan as they round out the rest of the Tri-Valley. And, well, Erie just has to find a way. If there's been one real exciting story so far this season, it has probably been the play of Kevin Loy. And we were talking with Coach Moline. I think even Coach Moline a little bit surprised at just how well Kevin Loy's been able to score the ball so far this season.
And I think really everyone's been surprised at how well Loy has looked so far. Didn't see this coming from him last year as a freshman, and with his brother, 6, 7 other seniors gone, he stepped up and filled that scoring void that was left for the Tigers this season.
Yeah, he's averaging 15 points per contest. They are going to announce the starting lineups. We'll go over our starting lineups real quick for the Tigers. And so we were just trying to make sure that we heard the national anthem, but they already did that before the girls, so they're not going to do another one. So starting in the lineup tonight in the backcourt, as pretty much everyone is a backcourt player, a junior 5'10", Gavin Mendoza, also starting back there for the Tigers. A 5'9" sophomore, Jordan DeWin. A 5'11" junior, Kevin Loy, also starting. The tallest starter for the Tigers, a 6'2" junior, that's Kale Lucero, and a 5'7", that says senior, but that is definitely not right, a 5'7" sophomore in Cole Rademacher. And that rounds out the starting lineup for your Erie Tigers. For Skyline, the starters, Hayden Robeson, he's a sophomore. Also starting Nate McGregor, a senior. Austin Robeson. This is going to be, as you said, this is going to be a challenge tonight for us. Chris Roy will start as well for Skyline. And then that final starter is Gage Robertson. So we have Roy, Robertson, Robeson, and Robeson. That's going to be real fun. So we're going to take a timeout, catch our breath one last time before we start this game here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as we are almost set for tip. The starters have been announced. It'll be Skyline and Erie. And this game last year at Skyline was a barn burner that I believe, unfortunately, Erie just came up a little bit short. And Skyline had really struggled to that point, and about the game before, they finally got some players back. They finally started playing better, and man, they really caught the Tiger squad pretty good. Tigers would still go on to win their first 4A playoff game in program history. And the Tigers, first chance I've had to see their new home white unis. I like them. And Lucero will win the tip. So Mendoza will bring it up here in the starting lineup tonight for the Tigers. Loy with the jab step. Throws it to the corner. No win will pick it up, fires the three and nails it. So good start here for the Tigers. Assist by Loy, bucket good by Nguyen. Erie with the steal. Nguyen fires a three again and hits again. How about that start for the sophomore? Jordan Nguyen, back-to-back threes, and Erie's come out with some good energy. Won the tip, a three ball, a steal, and a three ball.
And this is maybe finally a team where you don't feel terrible about their size disadvantage.
And the shot is up and no good by McGregor, but he gets fouled and will go to the line. They're going to call that, I think, on Cole Rademacher. Erie likes to be aggressive. And now McGregor will go to the line. McGregor hits the first. This Skyline team averages 47.4 points a game. The Tigers average 59 points a game. So a lot higher scoring games with Erie and the pace that they like to play at. Now Nguyen already hit 2 3 balls. Mendoza with it. Back to Nguyen. And a travel. Thought we might see a heat check there from Nguyen, who's doing his best early Steph Curry impression. A 6-1 lead, and we'll eventually have our scoreboard all figured out. No time on our scoreboard tonight. So we'll try and notify you that somewhat often. And a jump ball is called as Chris Roy was on the floor and tied up there with Nguyen. 6:37 remaining here in the quarter. Fans, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Erie Tiger Net, or check us out. You can find the broadcast schedule online at erietiger.network.com. Another ball tipped away here. Skyline having a little bit of trouble inbounding. Skyline still a little bit of a height advantage, but not nearly as drastic as we've seen the last few games against the likes of Windsor or Holy Family. Shot is up, and that one is good. Gage Robertson that time. And back to within one possession is Skyline. Loy goes to the glass. That's no good. Rebound rattled around. Finally falls in the arms of McGregor. Now we have seen Loy start off red hot. He has had double figures in about the first quarter, it seems like, in every game we've been doing recently. And a clear out call down low on Austin Robeson. Now Rademacher will bring it up. And they're gonna warn Skyline already because they're getting a little lippy. They have one foul called on them in 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and now they're getting a bench warning.
This could be a long game.
I mean, one foul. They're already livid, and now there's foul number 2. That was as clear as the Colorado sky that time.
And that one not drawing as much disagreement after the bench warning either.
That was on Braden Elwood, who's checked into the game. Now a win into Mendoza. Tiger's been pretty sharp with the ball so far. Lloyd drives with the left hand, goes up, shot is short. Rebounded that time by Robertson. Gage Robertson will bring it up. Fakes into the lane, shot is up, and they'll say it was affected, I think, on Gavin Mendoza, and that is who it's on. So his first, team second, each team with a pair of fouls, and I don't know, Grayson, early this game feels like it has a little bit of an edge to it. That one is up and in.
I think these two teams, remember last year, Skyline obviously does very well. Only lost a few players. Erie, the upperclassmen, sophomores, they remember too.
And 2 for 2 from the stripe was Robertson. And a 1-point game here with 5:22 remaining. Now to win. Crossover down the lane. Scoop shot is up, and they will call it on the floor. So far, no win. Looking real good out there. That one is on Hayden Robeson. Tigers will run their inbound. Play by the way. Now Tristan Rademacher has checked in for the Tigers. Cole will take it all the way to the hoop. That's no good. Rebound is fought for. Picked up, kicked around, and finally corralled by Skyline. That's Hayden Robinson. Dribbling in, pull up, and that shot is good by Gage Robertson. I feel like I have to say the full name every time to correctly get this. Now Lucero, right-hand dribble, runner in the lane, and that one splashes home. His first points of the night. Breaks a little bit of a scoreless drought there for the Tigers since that second possession. 4:19 remaining. Erie on top by 1. Roy with it. Right side. Robertson buries it. 3 ball. And Skyline takes a 2-point lead, and Gage Robertson has 9 of the 10 Skyline points here in this first quarter. The win with it, off to Tristan Rademacher. Tristan, crossover into the corner. Fake there by Nguyen, pull-up jumper, that's off the mark, and rebounded strongly that time by someone with the last name Robeson. That's Hayden. Now Roy with it. Nice little swipe there, gets loose, and that's fought for, and jump ball is called, and possession arrow points to Erie. Now Kyan Hargrave will check into the game for the first time tonight, the tallest player on the roster for the Tigers at 6'3". Now 3 ball on the way. That's off the mark. Skyline will take it back, and Nice little swipe there by Nguyen, trying to gather it, and I think they might call a foul here. Oh, they'll call a travel. The thing was, I never thought Nguyen had possession.
I don't think he had possession either. I think he was rolling it around trying to get possession when someone ended up on top of him.
Oh, God, and now the fans are starting to get on the coaches. And I got to tell you what, if you are watching at home and you're a parent, you have, I don't know, got to talk to your fellow parents. I don't know what the deal is, but we're catching some stray shouts from the sidelines, and they're not pretty so far.
Not broadcast appropriate, you might say.
And that's probably why Skyline was already warned. Robertson with it. He'll dish off to Compain. Nice feed low, and the Austin Robeson that time. 4-point lead here for Skyline. 2:38 remaining in the quarter. Stepping into a three is Nguyen, and that is missed, but he gets fouled, and he will get to go the line to shoot three. And that one was on Gage Robertson. That's his first, team fourth now for Skyline. Very different feel to this one. Skyline subbing in and out a lot of players quickly, as Nguyen will hit the first from the line. Tigers a pretty good free throw shooting team. Jordan 68% on the year coming into tonight. And he'll miss the second. But we'll get that third free throw. And Nguyen hits that one. 2 for 3 from the stripe on that trip. 2-point game, 2:33 remaining here in the first quarter. And pass was tipped by an Erie player and out of bounds.
And this game moving with a much quicker feel than the last one. Obviously, much more scoring so far.
Wide open for three, and hitting it was Gage Robertson, and Coach Moline not pleased with that. And so he calls a timeout. And while we have a moment here in this first quarter, fans, we would love, love, love for you to be a partner of the Erie Tiger Network on Patreon. Click on the link in the description and head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. You can support us for as little as $1 a month, or you could sponsor a segment for $25 a month. You can even do a custom. Hey, if you want to support us for 30 cents a month, you could do that. So we encourage you to be a partner. The more we build up our Patreon, the more games we will be able to do, especially as we roll into the playoffs. And that will help cover some of the costs. So 2:18 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Tigers trail it after 2 straight threes by Jordan Nguyen to start the game. And then the Tigers gone a little bit cold here. Only 1 field goal since. That was by Kale Lucero. And I don't know, what do you think, Grayson? Just a little bit discombobulated on offense, or Skyline tweaked their D a little?
I'd say it's a little combination of both. Jordan Nguyen hasn't taken a shot from the field since he got fouled, and obviously since his 2 threes. And otherwise, Kevin Loy, I'd say, hasn't been able to get a good look yet.
Now Hargrave down low to Spencer Brooks, who tried to save it. And Spencer not happy with himself as he couldn't corral it in the blocks. .205 remaining here in the quarter. Loose ball picked up by Rademacher. Looks, sees he didn't quite have the numbers, dishes off to Loy. Interesting thing about Loy and all those points, he has not shot a lot of threes this year. Turnaround jumper from Brooks, that's off the mark. Rebounded away here for Skyline. Robeson into the lane. Wild shot, draws the foul as he tumbles head over heels, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And they're going to call that one on Spencer Brooks. 7 fouls here between the two teams in the first quarter. Minute and a half, just a little more than that remaining as Gage, or that's Hayden Robeson, makes his first free throw. Might start calling them by their first names, Grayson. That might happen tonight. That one rattles out. Rebounding, always going to be a little bit of an issue for the Tigers. And can't finish at the hoop was Austin Robeson. Hargrave with it now. They'll get it back. Your timeline. Tigers trying to be patient here. Almost looks like a matchup zone. Nice backdoor pass to Loy, and then he ran into a player. And a turnover there for the Tigers.
And good look there from Hargrave. Coach Moline called out that play, the dribble at for the back cut to Loy. But good defense from Skyline.
Hayden with it, bounces off to Chris Roy. Down low, turnaround off the window is up and good by Austin Robeson. Now right side, bounce low, hacked away, and they'll say that one was out on Roy. Tigers, they have really been brutalized on the boards this year. Their leading rebounder is Kale Lucero at 4.5 rebounds a game. Inbound to Lucero. He'll drive in. Kale goes high and draws the foul as he gets hit to the deck. And so now Kale will go to the line, and that foul was called on Braden Elwood. And he's already got 2. As that first free throw is up and good by Kale Lucero. Tigers 3 of 4 from the line. Lucero, 55% free throw shooter. That is actually second worst. And you go, well, 55% not that great. In high school, honestly, that's kind of about what most players, where they live, about 60%. And so that's what I mean. Tigers not a bad free throw shooting team at all. Kale makes both. Lead cut back to 6. Falling over, keeping his dribble, but a timeout was called. 27.5 ticks left in this period. And neither team has really gotten a grasp on this, but man, it feels like it could get more chippy.
It definitely has that feel. Previous games have had that feel. And, I mean, you see a bench warning in the first 3 minutes. You see not a ton of fouls, but it's not no fouls either. Both teams will probably hit the bonus in this half. Well, could be an interesting one as we go along.
So 6-point lead here for Skyline, 27.5 seconds left. We'll inbound the ball. It's Hargrave, Loy, who has been held scoreless in this first quarter, Lucero, Tristan, and Cole Rademacher. And Tigers force another steal. That's what their specialty is. Hargrave fakes, drives baseline, goes up strong, and Says he got hit in the back of the head, just couldn't quite get it to fall, and now a foul on Hargrave.
And he didn't like that call. Kind of sighing in frustration, but now 3 seconds for Skyline to take a shot.
We've already seen we've seen 2 buzzer beaters in this gym tonight, 1 by each team, and we're going to see a third. And so our third buzzer beater of the quarter, Tigers just left Nate McGregor all alone under the bucket, and an easy layup is up and good. We are going to step aside here at the quarter. We'll take a timeout, come back, bring you second quarter here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. As the Tigers trail it here heading into the second by 8 points. See if they can't muster a little bit more offense. Hit a couple early shots and then just haven't had that many even looks as Mendoza gets fouled. And that's Adrian Compan on the foul. His first, team 6th. Mendoza to inbound. Mendoza looking, and 5-second violation. Tigers gotta sharpen up. This Erie squad, they're young and small, and so every night they give excellent effort. We were talking with Coach Moline about that before the game. They give just phenomenal effort as that shot is up and good. But the execution has to be a little bit stronger. Now a 10-point lead. And the win. And a travel called on Mendoza. And a few sloppy possessions there for Erie. Now Ethan Tyson will check into the game. And a timeout actually from Coach Moline. Well, fans, for any Tigers looking to buy or sell a home, Jen Elliston is the perfect fit for you. She prides herself in helping every family find a house that perfectly fits their needs, turning every house into a home. Jen's been helping the people buy and sell real estate in the Denver metro area and surrounding areas since 2013. Whether you're looking to buy a new home, sell your current home, or buy an investment property, Jen Elliston Realty can help you meet your goals. Visit her online today at JenEllistonRealty.com. 10-point lead, 7 minutes remaining in the first half for Skyline, and Erie's offense just off kilter right now. Coach Moline hoping the senior veteran leadership of Ethan Tyson will help stabilize.
Talked with a couple players before the game, said, you know, you didn't have Ethan on Tuesday against Windsor. What are you looking from him for most? Today, They said some threes, so we'll see if Tyson makes some threes.
Nice
today.
pass by Nguyen, but Lloyd just could never gather the basketball completely and kind of threw up a shot without controlling it. And now Robeson leans in. And that pass is out of bounds. Last touch by Erie.
And I'm not sure which Robeson it was, but the football player shook the scorer's table, trying to make a play on the ball.
Ethan Tyson saying he thought that one was tipped. It wasn't.
No. Good effort by Tyson
yes,
there.
good gamesmanship, but that was not tipped. Feed low, layup, no good. And they'll call a foul on Cole Rademacher. Fifth team foul now on Erie's, second on Cole. Turnaround, that's no good. Both teams kind of play a little bit sloppy here in this quarter. Now Tristan finds Cole in the lane. Good footwork in the lane. Layup's no good. Taps it to a teammate. Another offensive board by Erie. Good effort down on the blocks by the little guys. Now Tyson for three. Too strong. Rebound again offensively and throwing it from behind it. Oh, I don't. See if we catch the end of that replay, and couldn't quite tell. Man, I thought Tristan threw it off the defender. Now Kevin Loy will check in. Kevin Loy, no points so far in this one, and I think that's been a huge difference.
It certainly has. This Skyline team a reputation for being a pretty good defensive team. They held Windsor to under 40 points while beating them. So.
And now a push foul on Jordan to win. Doesn't like it. That's sixth team foul. Looking to inbound here. I think it's brother to brother. It's gotta be. They look similar, the same last names, right? Now Roy has it to Hayden Robeson. Now to Austin Robeson. Working on Kale Lucero. He's doubled. Goes up. Ooh. And they're gonna, the officials said it was on the arm, and the referee's signaling a 1-and-1. But if it's on the arm, isn't that a shooting foul?
Yeah.
We're a little confused.
Just a little bit.
That one on Kale Lucero. And that free throw is up and good for Austin. And he hits one of two, but another offensive board. And a carry called on Chris Roy. Now Braden Elwood will check into the game.
Elwood has 2 fouls, hasn't played in a little bit.
Not a Blues brother, by the way, is Elwood. Pass down low to Loy, off the window and a good pass. Jordan to win, great vision, and Loy has his first bucket. And let's see if maybe that sparks a little bit of an Erie run. And another foul called on Jordan to win, and all of a sudden, fouls are racking up on Erie. That's his second, 8th team foul. 14 fouls with 4:35 left in the half. As to the line for the 1-and-1 goes Hayden Robeson. And Hayden will hit the first. Hits them both, and Skyline stretches their lead out to 11, and a timeout called here by Erie. You have a plan for your family's future? Are you caring for an aging family member or loved one? The Germany Law Firm can help. Visit the Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or Village office or website at coleelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation. Fans, don't forget to stick around too for the Miners halftime show. So 4:35 remaining here in the first half. It has been an adventure that looked like very good for Erie to start. And since those 2 threes by Jordan Wynn for the Tigers, Erie has only hit 2 more field goals.
25-8 run for Skyline.
Rademacher off to Mendoza in the corner. Bounces off to Loy. Had his first basket last trip. Fights, goes up, draws the foul. And Kevin Loy does that so well. So good at using his body to knife between defenders and get an open look down low. That foul, by the way, the 3rd on Braden Elwood. As Loy will rim out on his first free throw attempt. Tigers 4 of 6 from the stripe tonight. Kevin Loy, 82% free throw shooter on the year. Averages 3.7 boards. That's 2nd on the team, 15 points. He's been a real star this year for the Tigers team, but misses both.
Haven't seen him do that in a while.
Three ball on the way. That was halfway down, popped out, tapped over the head. Ethan Tyson wanted an over the back call. And a foul called on Ethan Tyson for trying to box out. I actually, what was interesting there, Grace, as I was watching Ethan the whole time, he was battling down there. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Tough call.
So the 1-and-1, the first one is up and good by Nate McGregor. Spencer Brooks back out there now for Erie. And McGregor hits the second. Skyline, 9 of 12 from the stripe. Good, solid defense here from Skyline. See if Erie can figure something out. Jump shot by Ethan Tyson. Man, Ethan Tyson, so good at that mid-range pull-up jumper, and what's interesting about that, it's really a dying type of basketball play in now the NBA and college. And Loy will foul as he was way off his feet. Then a little bit of an extracurricular at the end of that. That's Loy's first, the 10th team foul, so double bonus now for Skyline. And McGregor, who's 3 of 4 from the line, goes back to the line. He hit that buzzer-beating shot in the quarter, and he hits the first of his 2. Now Hargrave will come in. as well as Seth Alexander in for Mendoza. Shots up. That's short. Hargrave with the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor for the Tigers. 2:57 remaining here in the quarter. Hargrave kicks to the corner. Tyson will drive. Steps through, off the window and in. Ethan Tyson being aggressive, getting another bucket. He's got 4.
And it's good to see Tyson back. The scoreboard's happy to see Tyson too.
Tigers trapping in the backcourt, almost caught Roy back there. Now left a little bit vulnerable on the back end. Good hands that time by Hargrave. There goes Tyson up the floor, trying to go quick. Tried to BB it ahead, and that will stay Erie's ball.
And good job by Erie picking up the tempo a little bit. Last 2 minutes, they have traditionally not done super well in over the course of the season. Let's see if that can change right here.
Rademacher, nice move with the left hand, then gets shoved by Roy. And Roy will pick up his first foul, team 8th, and so Tristan Rademacher will head to the line for the 1-and-1. A 58% free throw shooter on the year is Tristan. Tigers 4 of 7 from the stripe tonight, trying to get this back to single digits. And that shot is up and good.
And something interesting about Coach Moline's second quarter rotation, it's nearly identical from game to game. With about 2.5 left, you'll see the 5 non-starters come in, play for about 2 minutes. Maybe if you have a 3-point shot, a starter will come back in. But it's impressive to see the consistency with which he substitutes in this quarter.
By the way, Hargrave picks up the foul. And so double bonus on the other end. And McGregor hits that one. An 11-point lead now for Skyline. McGregor, 5 of 7 from the line by himself. He's got 7 points. See if Erie can go on a run here these last 2 minutes. Tyson in another pull-up jumper. That's off the mark as Brooks fights for it. Off to Hargrave. He'll fire a deep shot. That's no good. Rebound there by Cole Rademacher. Tigers are a feisty bunch. Spencer Brooks dribbles, picks it up. Now off to Alexander. 3 ball for Tyson in rhythm. That one was halfway down before it popped out. Skyline goes back the other way. 3 ball for them, and that is buried by Adam Compain. That's his first 3-pointer. 3rd of the night for the Falcons. They've widened that lead out. Brooks with the left hand tried to scoop, and a foul called on Austin Robeson, and he didn't like it, and I don't blame him, Grayson.
No, it was a good job by Brooks to get in and draw the foul, but good defense overall.
Brooks will go to the line. Spencer shooting 60% from the stripe. We'll short that one. Tigers struggling from the line tonight, 5 of 10.
And that's made a big difference in the game, with Skyline having been in the double bonus for a few minutes.
Spencer again, that one's off the mark. And Erie did a good job forcing the picked up dribble there from Robeson, but just didn't quite have the cavalry there in support. And a travel called. As Robeson caught it and took a false step and then got his feet moving. Easy call that time for the official. High schoolers, I think, struggle with that fundamental more than anything at this level. Is that first little step. Seems like they travel so often. Alexander with it. Pass to Hargrave is swiped, and Hargrave draws a charge. Gage Robertson, and of course that draws loud cheers from the Erie side, loud jeers from the Skyline.
And that's Robertson's second. He's been one of the more reliable non-free throw shooting scorers for Skyline this half. Well, I hope that's Robertson.
Jumper for Tyson is short. And that should be a charge, and it is. Yeah. That was, I think, more clearly a charge than the last one.
And you can almost tell that just by the reaction. That one a little bit more of a push-off with the right arm, using it to create space. That helped draw the call. I think the official that had a pretty much dead-on view of that.
Yeah, I mean, Tyson was standing there. You could have maybe called for a reach-in right before that, but then he got planted into the floorboards. I mean, good thing he's not made out of seeds, because there would be there'd be some weeds growing out of half court there. Rademacher bounces low. Loy with it, goes up. The soft touch, can't quite get it to go. Tigers swarm the ball. Loy trying to get the steal. Finally picked up. And 10-second violation on Skyline. The unfortunate thing, Erie has not been able to take advantage of this. They cannot hit a shot right now. Brooks in, 8 seconds, but he'll take a three. And Skyline, plenty of time. They get a steal as Erie, but blocked nicely at the buzzer. And Kevin Loy wanted a foul as he hit the deck hard. Well, it's halftime, and I think we need a halftime here in this gym. 33-19, Erie will trail it. We're going to take a nice long break. We'll come back for our halftime show brought to you by Miners here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Hi, I'm Maya Michelson, and you're watching Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network for the Miners halftime show. Let's go over some scores here in this one. Gage Robertson leads the way, 14 points, 14 of the 33 Skyline points tonight. Pretty good performance for him so far. Hayden Robeson, 3 points. Austin Robeson with 5, 3 for Compagne and 8 for McGregor. In terms of fouls, both Robesons have 2 fouls. Robertson has 2, and Braden Elwood has 3. So that maybe could be a factor. Not sure. For the Tigers, Tristan Rademacher, he's got 1 point. Ethan Tyson with 4, 8 for Jordan Nguyen, 2 for Kevin Loy, 4 for Kale Lucero. That's all the scoring so far for the Tigers. No one in serious foul trouble. A couple fouls, I should say, for Cole Rademacher, Kyan Hargrave, and Jordan Nguyen, but no one with 3 fouls. The Tigers kind of spread the love in terms of the fouls. Unfortunately, Tigers, they have only made 6 field goals in this game and 4 field goals in the last 15 minutes of the half. Not a pleasing performance from this Tiger squad for Coach Moline.
No, and I suspect that that's what Coach Moline's going to be talking to them about in the locker room. I'd like to get Kevin Loy some more looks, space out the floor so that there's less room or more room for him to work in the post where he likes to go to work. One way to do that's to start hitting threes. So that's where I'd look for Erie to make their improvements. Jordan Nguyen hit 2 threes really quick, and then we didn't really hear much from him for the rest of the half. I'd like to see him start shooting from deep again.
So that was your Miners halftime show. By the way, don't forget to check out our schedule. A busy week next week. Monday off, no school for students and teachers, of course. I mean, I think teachers love the day off even more than students. No school on Monday, and then we have a busy week on the Erie Tiger Network. We broadcast Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's going to be a fun week next week. We have a couple rivalry games. We have swimming for the first time, wrestling in our first ever double duel that we've ever broadcasted, so it should be a good time. We're going to step aside. About a couple more minutes left till the start of half number 2. We'll come right back at you in a little bit.
Use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make.
And welcome back in as we get ready for half number 2. And here we go. Skyline will start. Switch ends. See what Coach Moline came up with offensively at halftime, and a turnover there to start the half for Skyline.
And good start for Erie. An unforced turnover, you'll take that any day of the week.
Nguyen will walk it up. 2-3 zone here employed by the Falcons. Lucero gets it. Thought Tyson was going to be there. And both teams, ugly looking turnover at both ends of the floor. I think if you're Erie, want to find a way to get that third foul early on either of the Robesons or Robertson. How about all three? Quick third foul on all three.
Put you halfway to the bonus.
And a 3-second violation on Skyline.
And that's Nate McGregor. Haven't heard much from him tonight after the first few minutes of the game.
Well, I've heard some from him on the line. He's got 8 points, but 6 of them from the stripe, as there's a travel. Man, 4 possessions in this second half, and they've been about as ugly as you can get. Good strip there. 5th straight empty possession from both these teams as Loy goes in with a left hand and finishes nicely. And he gets the first bucket of the half, Kevin Loy. Tigers, that's what they got to do, is force turnovers and convert in transition before the big guys can run down. Another steal almost. Ooh, and Jordan Nguyen got absolutely just planted. Hate to use that word again, as Loy makes a bucket, and there are multiple injuries across the court and a timeout coming from Skyline. Jordan Nguyen's arms were caught underneath of the bigger Robeson, and he's holding on, and I hope he's okay.
And we're all going to hope he's okay. That older Robeson, if my memory serves, he's committed to play on the defensive line at UNC. So kind of gives you an idea for his size, strength, and all of that, it looked, came crashing down on one or both of Jordan Nguyen's arms. So obviously not a pleasant feeling, especially if any bone landed on the arm. Not what you want to see for Nguyen.
Fans, as we mentioned before, we'd love you to partner with us on Patreon. You can find us on patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. You can support us for as little as $1 a month or sponsor segment for $25 a month. By the way, this Skyline, you mentioned the football commitment. They went to the state championship. Almost hard to believe that they ran all the way to the state championship. So, you know, maybe if Erie was Loveland, they would score a lot tonight.
Maybe.
Is that a low blow there, Grayson?
Not too low.
5:55 remaining here in the quarter, and our first foul of the quarter coming. And that's going to be on
Tristan Rademacher.
There we go. That's his first. As Gage Robertson misses his first free throw of the night. Hits the second. Gets that lead back to 11.
And Tristan Rademacher came in for Jordan Nguyen, who is nursing his left elbow. That's what he was holding on to during the timeout, so that's our preemptive diagnosis.
Nice feed by Loy, and Kel Lucero finishes off the glass. And the Tigers looking a little bit stronger here. As we mentioned, they had 6 field goals in that first half, 4 in the last 15 minutes of the half, and already they've got 3 here in the first 2.5 minutes. Another turnover for Skyline. Tristan Rademacher dribbles through trouble, and he gets it stripped off of his leg and out of bounds. Good defense that time. I believe that was Hayden Robeson that stripped it.
And Erie switched defenses, almost a 2-1-2, to take out the effectiveness of the bigger Robeson.
11-point lead again. Loy with it on the wing. Cole will fire a 3. That's too strong. Kind of seemed like Erie settled a little bit that possession. Roy with it now. Compain thought about the 3. Instead, will play it back to Roy. See Erie, they're almost overplaying the passing lanes. If you're the Skyline coach, they're ripe for a backdoor. Of course, we won't tell them that. We don't want that to happen. Good back down, turnaround layup is up and in by Austin Robeson. Lead up to 13 now. Rebound here. Another turnover, man, this second half. Jordan Nguyen is going to check back in. Tyson thought about the three and said he'll drive, kick. Good ball movement here for Erie. Back down to Tyson and tries to go up and under. Now they'll call a foul. I think they called it not on Robeson, but behind on Elwood.
That would be Elwood's fourth, and it is.
Yeah, so that wasn't on the block. That was from behind, and that is Elwood's fourth, as you said.
And you could see Robeson, knowing that he was about to be in foul trouble, pointing to Elwood like, I didn't foul him. I don't think.
Now
he didn't.
Tyson will hit the front end of his two. And here comes Jordan Nguyen. And he is flexing the left hand. The good news is I do not believe that's his shooting hand.
It is not.
Tyson hits both. Back to an 11-point game. 3:22 remaining in the third quarter. The cutter, no good on the layup, and another foul here on Erie.
Well, there's the backdoor cut you said was open. Erie's switched into more of a box and one to stop Skyline from scoring inside, or to keep them from driving, but it's not helping as far as rebounding goes.
Now Austin Robeson to the line. And he hits both. Skyline 15 of 20 tonight from the stripe.
And that's more than the difference in the game.
Nice entry pass down to Lucero. Turnaround no good. Rebound by Gage Robertson. He'll bring it up the floor. Gage has had a strong game, 15 points for the Falcons. He'll pull up. That one's short. Rebounded by Kale. Lloyd trying to weave through traffic here. Kicks out. Jordan Nguyen fires the three. That's too strong. Kale will tip it back to Lloyd, though. One thing I'd like to see from these Tiger youngsters, they pick up their dribble a little bit early. And sometimes they get into a little bit of trouble. No reason to really pick up your dribble until you're real decisive. And that's gotten their guards into a little bit of trouble defensively tonight, especially against the zone. .-point game, 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. Roy with it left side. Robertson down low, and Hargrave got steamrolled, and I'm not sure how that wasn't called either a block or a charge. A lot of contact there.
Far less fouls in this quarter than either the first or second, only 3 combined.
Now Cayenne goes up, that's no good, and Nguyen gets the rebound and draws the rebound foul. That's going to be on Gage Robertson. That's his 3rd.
And you said it would be good if they could get a foul on one of the Robesons or Robertson. Well, there's Robertson. The other Robeson's coming back.
And a little bit of a lazy pass there that was stolen, and a layup easy the other way for Roy. That's his first points of the night. And now it is a big lead here for Skyline, 44-27. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
Click the search bar on the top right-hand corner of the screen and search up Erie Tiger Network. Click the channel icon and then press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about when we post. Click the thumbs up icon to like the video. To enter full screen mode, press the icon on the bottom right hand corner. To skip forward or backwards 10 seconds, double tap the left or right hand side of the screen. Press the pause button in the middle of the screen to pause the video. To skip to a different video, press the skip button when the video is paused.
Hi, my name is Caleb Humble, and you're watching the Erie Tiger Network.
And welcome back in. Late third quarter here on the ETN. Nguyen will inbound, and Erie has got to make a run and make it quickly. Down 17. Hargrave in, he'll go up, and that shot is good. Well, you got it into the gap against the zone. That was a little bit of a tough shot. What you'd love to see there is some really great passing from that area. They'll certainly take that bucket as there's a jump ball. And Jordan Nguyen, I tell you what, his hands defensively, I think the best on the team. He's always got his hands on the ball defensively.
And I think what sets him apart is that he's able to not foul. He's able to grab the ball, cause a jump ball, or get a steal.
Nguyen tried to drive. Erie not really finding much here against this zone. Now Loy with it. 10 seconds left. Erie's content to take a last shot here in the quarter. Tyson buries the three. You heard I don't know if you could pick it up in our mic. The Skyline students started the countdown early. They laughed when Ethan took the shot that he made it. Well, Tigers close with a three, much needed. They're down 12 as we head to the fourth quarter.
You have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you. Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 12-point lead for Skyline. Tigers on a 5-0 run, though, to end the quarter. And so we'll see if they can make this a game. It'll be Skyline basketball coming out of the timeout. And for Erie, it'll be Tyson, Hargrave, Loy, Nguyen, and Tristan Rademacher.
And I like the fact that we're seeing more of Tyson and Hargrave tonight. Obviously, Tyson wasn't up with the team out for the Windsor game. Hargrave didn't play as much as Windsor gets a bucket. But I like Hargrave's length against this Skyline zone.
Win off into the corner. Roy, by the way, with that last bucket as Tyson fired another three, and a foul called on Tristan Rademacher.
Not sure if I like that call too much. Looks like he got the ball, and with it brought the momentum of McGregor towards the ground.
Bounce pass low, and right now they're just trying to bring the beef with Robeson, and a travel called there on Roy.
And quick little anecdote about Roy. If Alex Ailey, if you're watching, I know you'll appreciate this, kind of reminds me, just in the way he looks, of KJ Mara, the UMBC guard from their upset over Virginia last year.
Feed pass down low. That's knocked away by Robeson. And Roy's going to get it blocked. Those who hesitate are lost. And Roy hesitated and didn't see Hargrave lurking. Runner by Nguyen, and a charge called. That's his third. I think Coach Moline, though, likes the aggressiveness there of that take. And Nguyen with a steal right back, and then draws the foul. That's Roy's second. You know, this young team, we talked about it with the girls last game. Young team trying to find consistency. There's flashes, you know. When these boys find it in the next year or two, they're going to be potent. Three ball in the way. That's no good. Hargrave with the rebound. Spins in, off the glass and in. Nice play there by Kyan Hargrave. Tigers back to within 12. You're within a possession a minute, essentially. Obviously, it's less than that if they were to rain threes, but counting by twos. Kind of how I like to look at it. Win now. Tyson, the jumper, buries it. And a timeout coming, as Erie has got it back to within 10. And we'll stay right here. And for Ethan Tyson, he's got 11. That's a nice little spurt here in the second half for him. I mentioned next week we will have our first ever swimming meet, and we're still not sure what the heck we're going to do.
Not completely. Tiger Times will be at the all Longmont plus Erie swim meet, which has been moved to Loveland tomorrow. So if you want to read about that or any other sporting event, you can go to erietigertimes.com. You can also find all the scores and schedules for all of your favorite Erie sports.
5:41 remaining here in this game, and the Tigers find themselves down by 10. And by 2 points, you go by possession. That's where they want to be as long as you're chipping away. If you're down by possession with a minute left, you feel like you have a shot. And so I remember an old mentor used to say, you know, you bite an elephant, or you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So that's what the Tigers are trying to do right now. In this case, eat a giant falcon. Eventually, Grayson will stop me from being too corny.
Eventually.
Bigger Robeson has it. Tigers defense been pretty good in this quarter. And a travel. A clear travel call there. The Skyline fans don't like it, but you cannot shuffle the feet like that as you start to go.
Well, the fans definitely liked it, less than the bench.
And another shot there. And how about that? Ethan Tyson playing in the high post against the zone. And that's, I mean, he's got the mid-range game. Why not?
Why not? It works.
Another steal here for Erie. Up to Nguyen. Tries to catch, stops, kicks. Faking the three, stepping back, firing. Oh, just off the mark. That would have really put a charge, I think, into this gym. Here for Erie. If Tristan Rademacher could have hit that. Instead, Roy, on the other hand, buries. Man, does that always happen or what in basketball? You miss a huge opportunity on one end and the team makes you pay on the other. Tristan with it, and they tried to feed it low, and it was tipped. Tried to feed Loy, who has had an awfully quiet night tonight for his standards, only 6 points.
Looking like his 20-point game streak will come to an end tonight. Barring an explosion in the last 4.5. Erie going more with their starting lineup now. Hargrave is out of the game.
And the layup is up and good by Compan, and that hurts. I mean, Erie was starting to creep back in, and all of a sudden 2 turnovers leads to 5 straight points for the Falcons. And the win hits and the foul.
Good job by Nguyen finding the little soft spot in that zone. I think that's really been the difference with Erie crawling back into it. The little area just below the free throw line, they're able to hit a few shots from there, and well, it's not a ton of a difference, but it's definitely some of a difference for Erie.
Nguyen can't hit that one. So 11-point game, 4 minutes remaining. Now Erie's going to have to start being a little bit more aggressive with the 3-ball. Nguyen tried to come around with the double and get the steal, and does poke away that one. Mendoza has it in the open court. Off to Loy, goes into the belly of Robeson and lays it up and in, and there's the elite body control of Kevin Loy, and it's back to single digits.
And he used Robeson. He's big enough that Loy was able just to kind of bump into him and use him to slow him down.
And a good entry pass down low, and McGregor lays it up and in. Tigers trying to extend their defense, force some turnovers, and that'll happen every once in a while. But you cannot have that on the offensive end. High pass over the head of Kale Lucero.
And Kyan Hargrave coming right back into the game. I like that a lot. He's looked good in the post, especially on defense. He's a little bit longer than the bigger Robeson, and he's done pretty well. Only a freshman.
Tigers trying to set up a trap here. Side to side goes Skyline. A little more composure that time with the ball were the Falcons. Robeson drives, kicks, 3-ball by Gage, buries it. Oh man, that's his first field goal was Gage Robertson, who had 15 at the half. He's now got 18 for the game. Lead back up in the blink of an eye to 14. Another 5-0 run by Skyline. Pass into Loy, but a timeout called by Coach Moline. Well, we're going to take our final timeout of the game here. We'll be back in just a little bit here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 42-56. Tigers trail it here with 2:33 remaining in this game. Tyson will inbound it here. Skyline actually giving Erie a little bit of a trap. Finally kind of get out of it. Loy catches, high block, kicks out. 3 for Hargrave, that's off the mark. Good rebound there by Mendoza, gets it tipped away, and then Tyson hits another. Man, Tyson has been solid tonight for the Tigers, 15 points, including 9 in this half. Wide open is Robeson, layup short, Hargrave with the rebound. Tigers trying to push the pace here, and Hargrave draws contact, no foul. Loy for 3, that's off the mark. Mendoza, another strong rebound. And Tigers have thrown it into the passing lane a few times tonight. Mendoza catches baseline, shovels out. Loy drives in, goes up, ball is stripped.
Loy was looking for a foul call there.
And Gavin Mendoza will pick up the foul. And man, about a third of the fouls in this half that we saw last half.
A much quicker pace.
Robertson dribbles in. Skyline real content on just taking their time now at this point. Heck, they'll hold on to the ball for the next minute 13 if they have to. And actually a carry called on Robertson.
And I think that's his 4th. He'll stay in.
It was a carry.
Oh, carry. Almost.
You just heard the mad Skyline fans who thought it was a foul.
They haven't been too happy all night.
Now to win with it right side. Hargrave drives in. The scoop shot is good. Back to a 10-point game. Erie trying to press here, force a turnover, and a foul called. Kevin Loy, who tried to foul as quickly as possible.
And Jordan Wahan kind of pulling him away. A little upset.
And the Erie defense not ready. There were 2 players going to the line.
Not in the bonus yet.
And another foul there, that one on Ethan Tyson, his 2nd. They got to foul a little bit quicker. Erie, certainly from an offensive perspective, a much better half. Only 19 points in that first half, 27 so far here in half number 2. Rebound there by Loy. Now you got to hit a quick 3. Tyson does hit a 3. And a timeout here from Coach Moline. Well, chip in a chair, as they say in poker. Only a 7-point game, 23 seconds left. Honestly, more than likely Erie's going to lose this, but they will try and get a steal and a quick bucket, and another steal, another quick bucket, and then they'll still need at least one more.
Yeah.
And you got to do that in 23 seconds.
Nothing can happen slowly.
But tonight, with 18 points, our Alex Ailey player of the game will be Ethan Tyson, the senior. 18 points. He had a couple threes in this second half, 10 points altogether in this second half. Actually, I think he had 12 points, including those 2 free throws. And so he's our Alex Ailey player of the game. Special thanks to Alex Ailey for sponsoring our player of the game on Patreon. You can follow Alex Ailey on Twitter at ETN Alex Ailey. So 7-point game, 23 seconds left. And there's the football pass, and the layup is up and good. That was the one thing you couldn't let happen. Hayden Robinson. And Tristan Rademacher not happy with the lippiness of his opponent. Coach Moline gonna send in the subs. This were the 1930s. Might be sending in the mob squad here, the enforcers. That's just my hockey background, though. No one has ever criticized basketball being an overly tough guy game, so we'll leave that, I guess, to the hockey players. 49-59 the score here. 9 seconds left. And that shot is no good. And they're calling a lane violation, I think, on Erie. So they'll do that again. No one boxed out. Tigers waving the white flag. That'll do it. They fall by 10 points, a final score of 49-59. That'll do it for us here on the broadcast. For Grayson, I'm Brandon. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, we'll chirp at you later.